Some Fulani in Yewa qualify to be called Yoruba, say Ogun police. Sodiq Oyeleke, the Ogun State Police Command, has warned against attacks on herdsmen in the Yewa community of the state, saying that some of the Fulani in the area qualify to be called Yorubas. Sodiq Oyeleke, the Ogun State Police Command, has warned against attack on herdsmen in Yewa community of the state, saying that some of the Fulani in that area are qualified to be called a Yoruba people. This was contained in a statement by the Ogun State Police Public Relations Officer Abimbola Oyeyemi in a statement on Friday titled "The Attack on Herdsmen Settlement in Ogun State Must Stop Now." Oyeyemi explained that it is unlawful and unconstitutional to deny Nigerians the right to rear cattle in any part of the country. You may also like Ben Bruce, Segalink, DJ Switch. Others kick as CBN bans cryptocurrency account part of the statement. There have been some attacks in the past 3 days on herdsmen settlements in the state, especially in Yewa part of the state. The command notes with sadness that the settlements affected have been in existence in the area for many years, in some cases over 20 years, and inhabited mainly by Nigerian herdsmen of Fulani extraction, some of whom were born and brought up in the area and speak Yoruba language with proverbs fluently and elegantly. They generally qualified to be called fellow Yorubas. Therefore, it is unlawful, indeed unconstitutional, to deny fellow Nigerians the right to live in any part of the country and pursue their legitimate businesses, including cattle rearing. However, it is also advisable that herdsmen should avoid the destruction of farmlands, which have been identified as the reason behind their unending disharmony and clashes with farmers and host communities. He also called on both farmers and herdsmen in the area to fish out the criminals among them. The command also calls on both farmers and herdsmen, indeed the entire Yoruba and Fulani communities in Yewa and across the state, to fish out criminals, especially herdsmen visiting from other states and neighboring countries, who are perpetually creating tension among them, thus undermining their long and cherished history of peace coexistence. P&ID court okays federal government appointments and said no to such. Thank you for listening to this news. Oh my God. Yes, I agree with you. You understand that they have the right to live anywhere they want to live. They have the right to rear cattle anywhere they want to rear cattle, but not in grazing, in open grazing. Not in open grazing. Because when you say that they have the right to rear cattle anywhere, it means that you are trying to say that in any state or in any community, Fulanis have the right to settle there with their cattle. Yes, nobody is discussing that. Nobody is discussing that. But then I will frankly tell you that in as much as they have the right to settle anywhere with their cattle, they don't have the right to to stroll about with their cattle on the street in any community, because it does a lot of havoc and causes a lot of havoc in that community. It does not only destroy lands and farm, but it also litters the street. Do you understand? It litters the street and it destroys farmlands. You know, taking cattle round the street gives the cattle opportunity to invade into any nearby farmland where crops has already been planted, and that farmland may belong to someone in that community who must have spent millions of naira in planting those crops. So at the end of the day, the person end up being at the losing side. So what are you saying? What are we saying? My dear, let's tell ourselves the truth. If nothing of this is done, I don't think there can be acceptance of any fucking open grazing. Alright? So the best thing is the Fulani herdsmen, if they know that they want to go on with their open grazing, they should relocate, because as it is, no state in Nigeria is ready to accept open grazing. It has been banned in the southwest. It has been banned in the southeast. It is only in the north that it is not banned, because that is the state. So what are you saying? So nobody's ready to accept it, and nobody will accept it. Do you understand now? Nobody. So you go make your findings. So you look at it. Is it fair? Is it right? They spare their own cattle to destroy other people's crops. They spare their own cattle to kill other people's crops. They use other people's crops to feed their cattle, to rear their cattle. Huh? No wonder, even as small as little Fulani can be having 20 cows, but he doesn't have the money. The parents will not provide him with the money to rear the cattle. You see that? Just because what? Because they believe that they will always find food while taking them round the street, or while getting the opportunity to invade into people's farm. That is the opportunity we're talking about. Yeah. And it is wrong. And you know that. You know that it is very, very wrong. You and I know that it is wrong. So why don't we just stop them and enlighten them and make them see that this is wrong? Why? Why encouraging them? Why encouraging them? My viewers, enough is enough. Let's call a spade and tell ourselves the truth. Okay? So please, if you're new on my channel, kindly click on the red subscribe button as well as the bell button to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.